Don't talk, you walk. My next guest, so fired up about after the IRS's lowest learner took the fifth. He rolled out a new bill that would fire federal workers who refuse to testify at congressional hearings. To Alabama Republican Congressman Mo Brooks now. When I first saw this, sir, I thought it must be unconstitutional, isn't it?
No, sir, it is not. The language in the legislation is specifically parroting a United States Supreme Court decision, a unanimous decision from the 1960s. We, as congressmen, have the right to make inquiry of federal employees concerning their specific activities relating to their job. Can't go beyond that. But if it involves what they have done on the job site, we are entitled to ask. If they refuse to answer, we are entitled under that Supreme Court decision to terminate them. I think that's appropriate.
They are fired, I believe, only if they have been offered immunity and still refuse to answer.
There are three different parts to it. One is if you give them blanket immunity and they refuse to testify, termination. The second part is if we do not give them immunity, but we limit our questions to their actual job performance, nothing else, just what they've done in their duties as a federal government employee, and they refuse to testify or they invoke the fifth under that Supreme Court opinion, that's grounds for termination. And then the third part is if they don't tell the truth to the United States Congress, if they intentionally misrepresent the United States Congress and 3/4 of the members of a committee determine that they knowingly were telling us falsehoods, then that's also termination.
Earlier today, the acting attorney, the Internal Revenue Service Principal Deputy Commissioner, that's Danny Werfel, he's put out a report saying, look, there was no intentional wrongdoing at the IRS. He's going to ensure accountability in the future, and he says there's going to be no more of these beyond-the-lookout type targeting. You satisfied with that?
No, sir, I am not. We've had Fast and Furious followed by stonewalling. We've had Benghazi with the death of American employees, coupled with a false representation as to what transpired, congressional hearings and stonewalling. We've got the IRS scandal, stonewalling. The bottom line is this. We have duties as members of the United States Congress to have oversight responsibilities of the executive branch. We need to know what's going on so that we can implement proper public policies, proper funding decisions as a consequence of what we've learned. Additionally, we're the conduit by which the American people learn what is going on. We don't take at face value what they've said. It may be true, but we need to verify.
Do you think there are sufficient members of Congress on both sides of the aisle who are so fired up with this stonewalling, and especially with the IRS, on both sides of the aisle now, do you have the votes to pass this bill that you're suggesting?
Well, the bill was just introduced last week. I would think that if we can get it up for a House floor vote, that it would pass. I'd be hard-pressed if I'm a member of the United States Congress to say, no, I want to continue to pay Lois Lerner $175,000 to $185,000 a year, even though she's not working. She shouldn't be on the American payroll if she's not going to work. Taxpayers had to earn that money that the federal government has taken. And in this kind of instance, if you're going to plead the Fifth Amendment wrongfully with respect to the things that you're supposed to be doing on your job, you shouldn't be on the federal government payroll. It's just that simple.
Representative Mo Brooks, Republican, Alabama. Sir, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.